Is Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania's Quantum World a timeless journey or a time waster? Let's find out now. Hey everyone, this is David Stark from Watcher Pass, and I'm here to talk to you about Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, the newest Marvel movie, and apparently it's the kickoff of Phase 5 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's coming to theaters on February 17th, 2023. And my hot take is, I think you should actually rent it. Look, I was a little surprised about this because Ant-Man is one of my favorite of the kind of like Marvel series. I love his character. I love the humor in the movie. And this film had some of that. It had a pretty kind of crazy journey, but it also, a film all about kind of time in the quantum realm. It felt strangely long and strangely convoluted and a little bit too epic. So, look, ultimately, you'll need to watch this to kind of understand where the Marvel universe is going. And it has its moments. It has some really imaginative worlds and some, some fun scenarios. But when I left, I kind of didn't really enjoy the whole experience. So I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the film and a few things I liked, a few things I didn't like. There won't be spoilers in this, so you don't have to worry about that. I'll keep everything pretty vague. So, let's get going. I don't want to take up too much of your time, so let's go. So in Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, you have Scott Lang and Hope Van Dyne returning in their iconic roles of Ant-Man and the Wasp. And now everything seems to be going well, but it's a Marvel movie, so everything goes well until it doesn't. And in this case, they're drawn down into the quantum realm and have to interact in this whole strange new place where they don't really understand everything and are kind of learning on the fly. So, things I liked about this movie. The first, look, the humor. The series is kind of known for its humor. Like Ant-Man's always been a little bit out there, a little bit kind of funnier than the other Marvel Universe movies. And this one is no exception to a point. It starts off very, very funny. It starts off really, really funny in kind of your traditional Ant-Man style. And then it gets a little bit more serious, a little bit more epic, which is not unusual, but I think this film it kind of really deep dove when they got into the quantum realm. But eventually it kind of comes back around and has some more Ant-Man type moments. But I don't know, I felt like this film wasn't as funny as I was hoping for, and it kind of went to be a little bit more serious. Maybe because it's the kickoff of Phase 5, they really had to go big, even though they're in the quantum realm. But overall, like there wasn't enough humor, but it definitely was there at the start. And the second thing I liked is, look, this is kind of a true Ant-Man story. You've got an adventure that is pretty much just on Ant-Man and the Wasp, and so that was nice to like really let Ant-Man shine. He's kind of always a hero that's kind of put down, and so this was fun because he really got to kind of like be the star in a movie, which you would expect in a movie named after him. But sometimes they'll pull in other characters and things like that. In this film, Ant-Man and the Wasp are really the stars of this movie. So the first thing I didn't love is the story. The story is pretty convoluted. They kind of introduce a lot in this relatively short Marvel movie, and they introduce a lot of new characters and new conflicts and things like that. Part of that is because it is going into the past of some characters, and so you are learning about things that they already know, but you're kind of learning about it for the first time. So there's a lot to digest. But also, this overall kind of conflict is just kind of really out there. It's very drawn out. It's a little confusing at times, and it just didn't really feel like a fun adventure that I was expecting from like an Ant-Man film. The second thing I didn't love is I'm gonna call it too Star Wars-esque. I mean, the quantum realm is interesting, but at times it just felt like a combination of like Star Wars and Lord of the Rings, like more on the Star Wars side. Like they were in this quantum world, but they might as well have just been in space because that the kind of the characters they were interacting with, the things that were happening, just felt like it might as well have been a space station with space mutants. Essentially, it didn't. It had some aspects that felt like okay, this might be like quantum-esque or like this might have like a quantum relation. But overall, when I was watching, I was just like, this just feels like I'm watching any sort of Star Wars movie, except it's Marvel now. And the last thing I didn't really love is it feels long, which is weird. Like it's almost like in Quantumania, a film about like time and going down in the quantum realm and things like that. They stretch time in the movie because it's only a 2 hour movie, but I found myself looking at my watch a lot. And so it's kind of not a good sign when I'm watching a film that I want to like. I like Ant-Man, and the film is only 2 hours. And about half an hour in, I'm looking at my watch being like, how much longer are we gonna have? So that kind of feeds into some of the things. Like the story was pretty dense, so it felt longer, and I wasn't super interested in the quantum realm or the characters that we met. So all that kind of contributed to a film that felt overly long despite it only being 2 hours. So Look, my recommendation is you should rent it, wait for it to come to like Disney Plus or come to like a streaming service so you can watch it then. But it's President's Day. It's a long weekend. It's the kickoff to Phase 5. You'll probably end up seeing it. But overall, I was not impressed with this film. It was kind of one of the weaker recent Marvel movies. And that's strange because Marvel's usually a fairly solid choice. You can usually rely on them to at least provide an entertaining experience. So that's Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. It's coming to theaters on February 17th, 2023. You can check it out if you want to. I think you should wait. And thanks so much for watching. If you like this review, please like and subscribe to this channel. It helps me out a lot. Make sure all my new content goes straight to you. Thank you.